Hello everyone, today we will explore the work of renowned Chinese film director Chen Kaige. Chen Kaige stands out as a leading figure among China's fifth-generation directors and is known for his powerful use of virtual language to reflect on history and depict human tragedy. In this presentation, we will explore his artistic style through three of his most iconic works: Yellow Earth, Farewell My Concubine, and The Legend of the Divine Cat, with a particular focus on how he used color.
Born in Beijing in 1952, Chen Kaige rose to prominence with his debut film Yellow Earth in 1984, a milestone that also marked the emergence of China's fifth-generation filmmakers. This group of directors stood out by moving away from political slogans. They focused more on personal stories, memories from the past, and a strong sense of visual beauty. Instead of telling people what to think, they wanted to make films that made people feel and reflect. Chen Kaige became one of the most important voices in this movement. Chen Kaige's directing style is best described by four key aspects. First, history mixed with personal destiny. He often tells personal stories that connect to big events. His characters live through important moments in history, and we see how these events shape their lives. His films help us to understand the past in a human and emotional way. Second, a deep sense of tragedy. His characters often struggle between what they want and what they are expected to do. They face difficult choices and painful situations. Many of them cannot escape their fate. This feeling of sadness and inner conflicts give his film a strong emotional power. Third, poetic visual language. Chen Kaige's films are known for their beautiful and careful images. He likes long, quiet shots that let the audience take in the mood. Every scene is planned with care. He often uses symbols in his visuals, letting the image speak as much as the word. Fourth, expressive use of color. Among these aspects, the most highlighted one, or the most prominent one, which is his expressive use of color. For Chen, color is not just about beauty. It shows emotion, feeling, and deeper meaning. Each color is chosen to support the story. It can make a scene feel warm, cold, tense, or peaceful. Let us all explore how these characteristics came through in three of Chen Kaige's key works.
Released in 1984, Yellow Earth was Chen's directorial debut and a breakthrough for fifth-generation Chinese cinema. The story is simple. A soldier from the Communist Army visits the countryside to collect folk songs and meet a girl named Crosha, who's facing an arranged marriage. However, the power of the film lies not in its dialogue, but in its visual storytelling. The three major stylistic features stand out. First, Chen exploits minimalist storytelling paired with the emotion restraint. Rather than relying on dialogue, he lets visuals speaking in order to evoke deep emotions. Second, his use of spatial design. The vast landscapes and the distant framing create a sense of human insignificance and isolation. Third, the most vocal one here is the use of monochromatic color symbolism. The film is dominated by earth tones, yellows, browns, and greens, that reflects the harshness of the environment and the weight of tradition. A famous shot shows Huang Qiao running in the rain wearing red clothing, her small figure seen against the massive yellow earth. This striking contrast powerfully conveys her struggle for freedom with the suffocating world. Yellow Earth protests not through words, but through signs and imagery.
Farewell My Catsubin is widely regarded as Chen Kaige's masterpiece, spanning more than 50 years of Chinese history, from the warlord era to the Cultural Revolution. It follows two Peking opera actors, Chen Dieyi and Duan Xiaolou. The film explores complex themes: gender identity, loyalty, betrayal, political trauma, and the blurred lines between life and performance. Here are three major elements to highlight. First, the fusion of stage and real life. Chen Dieyi loses his sense of self as the boundary between his role and his true identity collapses. His line, "I am a woman, not a man," reflects his deep psychological entanglement with the character of Concert Yu. Second, historical pressure. Over time, personal relationships are shattered by political upheaval, war, revolution, and the betrayal. No one escapes unscathed. Third, the most visually striking is the dramatic use of color. Red symbolizes passion, blood, stage, and the destruction. Blue and green reflect separation and inner conflict. The contrast between the garden stage lights and the green real world highlights the painful gap between illusion and reality. In the film's end, Chen Dieyi performs his final scene and takes his own life. Art and life collapse into one. It's not only a personal tragedy, but a poignant cry about the cost of losing identity and love under the weight of history.
Chen's 2017 film Legend of the Demon Cat is stylistically hugely different from the previous two. Based on a Japanese novel, it is a historical fantasy reinterpreted through a Chinese cultural lens, exploring themes of illusion, beauty, memory, and loss. The story centers on a mysterious cat that leads two men to uncover the truth behind the death of the famous imperial consort Yang Guifei. This film is a visual spectacle, with color playing a starring role. The palace glows with gold, symbolizing wealth and decadence. Chang'an at night is based in purple and blue, creating a dreamlike, surreal atmosphere. Yang Guifei's costumes, often in white and crimson, blend purity with sensuality and sacrifice. But beneath the surface beauty, the film asks a serious question. Is truth still important in a world full of lies and illusions? The Demon Cat is not a villain, but a guardian of memory. Its mission is to bring forgotten pain back to light, to ensure justice is done, even after death.
From the quiet resistance in Yellow Earth to the emotional intensity of Farewell My Concubine, to the fantastical beauty of Legend of the Demon Cat, Chen Kaige's films may differ in style, but they are united by a common thread: a deep concern for history, human dignity, and the cost of truth. Throughout his work, it can be seen that color is never just a decoration. It carries emotion, tension, history, and poetry. Chen's films do not offer neat conclusions. Instead, they leave a lasting emotional impact and sight. Ultimately, it's the power of great cinema. Thank you.